All right, so we're diving into the playbook today by Mike Bellafiore.
Okay.
And, for those looking to really step up their trading game, Bellafiore, he doesn't beat around the bush.
Right.
He's like, look, trading,
Yeah.
it's a skill.
Yeah.
This isn't some mystical get rich quick kind of thing.
Right.
You got to put in the work.
It's interesting, though, how he breaks that down. It's not just about intuition or anything. He talks about, reading the tape, understanding, order flow,
Right.
really getting inside the head of the market.
So it's interpreting these real-time movements.
Yes.
Not just going with your gut.
Absolutely. And he highlights this, actually, with the story of Shark he talks about.
Yep.
This guy's already a successful trader, pulling in big profits.
Right.
But he's obsessed with constant improvement, always fine-tuning.
Wow. That's dedication.
Yes.
But it sounds like that ties into his whole concept of the playbook then.
Right.
It's like you build your own personalized trading strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He argues there's no one-size-fits-all.
Right.
You have to identify what works best for you.
Right.
And he gives examples like the second-day play,
Okay.
which is all about stocks that have a big move on day one.
Okay, so walk me through that, the second day play. So how does that work in practice?
So let's say a stock, it pops 20% on some news.
Okay.
The second day play isn't about chasing that initial surge.
Right.
It's about on that second day,
Good.
maybe there's a dip in the morning that you can exploit.
Right.
Because you recognize there's still this underlying buying pressure.
So it's being patient, being disciplined,
Yes.
understanding those market cues.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And just as important as having that playbook
Okay.
is understanding risk management.
Okay.
And he uses this great analogy. He compares it to playing defense in basketball. You could be, the most gifted scorer out there, but
Right.
without solid defense,
Yeah.
you're not going to win championships.
I love that analogy because it's so true. Even the most gifted offensive players,
Yes.
they got to play defense to win championships.
Yeah.
So it's even if I spot these amazing trading opportunities, if I don't have that risk management, that's like throwing a Hail Mary and hoping for the best.
Exactly. It's about protecting your capital.
Okay.
And, he breaks it down. He talks about setting stop-loss orders,
Okay.
which are essentially, predetermined prices where you exit a trade to limit those losses.
Okay, so for someone brand new, a stop-loss order is kind of like my insurance policy.
Yes.
It's helping me not blow up my account, essentially.
That's a great way to put it. And beyond that, it's about understanding your own
All right.
your own risk tolerance.
Yeah, how much can I stomach losing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
On a single trade. What's my drawdown?
Right. Yeah.
Without letting those emotions take over.
Right, because emotions can be
Oh, absolutely.
a trader's worst enemy. But Bellafiore also dives into, tons of real-world examples, right?
He does.
From his experience, his students' journeys.
Yes.
He talks about, traders like G-Man and TO and Prep.
Yes, and those stories aren't just for entertainment.
Right.
They each highlight a lesson.
Right.
Take G-Man, for instance. He's this consistently profitable trader,
Yeah.
but what sets him apart is this meticulous approach to reviewing his trades.
So it's not enough to just place the trade. He's like the athlete who's studying the game film.
Exactly.
Even after a win.
Exactly.
He's still like, all right, what could I have done better?
He analyzes everything. What went right, what went wrong,
Wow.
how he managed his risk, constantly looking to improve.
And Bellafiore is suggesting that all traders, no matter how experienced, can benefit from this approach, right?
Absolutely.
Of really analyzing those trades.
He gives you a whole framework,
Yeah.
tracking your win rate, your average win versus average loss,
Right.
understanding which setups are most profitable for you.
That's incredibly valuable, especially for someone like me still trying to find my footing.
Right.
It's like turning those trades, those experiences into opportunities to learn.
Yes.
But then you have TO, who seems to represent a different lesson entirely.
Right.
He's all about that incredible work ethic.
He is the embodiment of that trading is a skill mentality.
Yeah.
This guy is relentless, putting in the hours, absorbing knowledge, constantly seeking to improve.
And Bellafiore highlights this through another trader, right?
Yeah.
Who sits next to TO.
Yeah.
And is just getting increasingly frustrated.
Right. What's going on?
Yeah, this guy's got this unusual work ethic.
Right.
It's like he's looking for a shortcut.
Right. He's
TO is just born with this magical ability.
And that's what Bellafiore debunks.
Yeah.
It's not about talent. It's about the work.
Putting in the work.
the discipline to stick with it, even when it's tough.
And then there's Prep,
Right.
who seems to kind of exemplify the dangers of letting emotions dictate your decisions.
Yes.
He even says, I pressed for a big win after a good start,
Yeah.
which ultimately led to a bigger loss.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder that even with a solid plan,
You got it.
if you don't have the discipline,
Right.
you're setting yourself up for failure.
And he doesn't sugarcoat it. He talks about Prep's emotional trading,
Right.
leading to overtrading, chasing those losses, jeopardizing his account.
So it's like those cautionary tales you hear about those gamblers who just keep doubling down after a loss.
Yes, slippery slope.
Hoping to make it all back.
It is. It is.
In one go. And that's where I imagine the playbook comes in, right?
Yes.
It's like having that plan.
He emphasizes this, not just having it, but internalizing it.
Right.
Knowing your trading strategy, your risk management, and most importantly, how to manage those emotions.
Right. Keeping yourself in check.
Exactly.
It sounds like Prep struggles highlight another key theme Bellafiore emphasizes: the value of community and mentorship in trading.
Absolutely. Bellafiore argues that trading doesn't have to be a solitary pursuit. In fact, surrounding yourself with the right people can be incredibly beneficial. He gives the example of Tio and Pippin, two traders who develop a synergistic relationship.
So is this like having a gym buddy? Someone to keep you motivated and accountable?
That's a great analogy. Bellafiore describes how Pippin, initially a struggling trader, observes Tio's disciplined approach, learns from his trades, and eventually finds his own success.
So it's about finding those mentors or peers who can offer guidance, feedback, and maybe even a little tough love when you need it.
Exactly. And Bellafiore stresses that seeking guidance is a sign of strength, not weakness. He even shares a story about a trader named Brady, who had a brilliant but terrible mentor. The guy had the skills but couldn't articulate his methods or provide proper guidance.
It's like having a great recipe, but no instructions on how to actually cook the dish. All that potential wasted.
Precisely. And this is where Bellafiore introduces a really powerful concept: burn the boats. He borrows it from the story of a general who landed his troops on enemy territory and then burned their ships, leaving them with no option but to conquer or perish.
Wow, that's intense. So how does this apply to trading? Does that mean I should liquidate all my assets and go all in on one crazy trade?
Not quite. Think of it more metaphorically. It's about that unwavering commitment to becoming a successful trader. It means identifying and eliminating distractions, pushing through those mental barriers that hold you back, and diving headfirst into this journey.
So Burn the Boats is about that inner fire, the relentless drive to achieve your trading goals.
Exactly. It's about believing in yourself, even when the market tests your resolve. Bellafiore encourages aspiring traders to be resourceful. He tells college students who want to learn about trading to create their own opportunities, even if their schools don't offer formal programs.
If there's no trading lab, build your own.
Yeah.
If you can't find mentors, seek them out online, at conferences, or within trading communities.
Now you're getting it. And to illustrate this further, Bellafiore tells the story of Rudy, a former Division I football player who comes from a privileged background. You might think he's got a leg up in the trading world.
Yeah, he seems like he's got that Rudy underdog spirit already ingrained in him.
But Bellafiore uses Rudy's experience to dismantle this notion that some people are just born to be traders. He points out Rudy's early mistakes, his struggles with exiting losing trades, his official lack of focus on those crucial details like intraday fundamentals.
For those who might not be familiar with the term, can you explain what intraday fundamentals refers to?
Of course. It refers to news or events that can impact a stock's price within a single trading day. It could be an earnings announcement, a product release, or even a tweet from a company executive.
So it's about staying on top of those real-time market movers that can create those short-term trading opportunities. But going back to Rudy, it sounds like even with a seemingly advantageous background, he still had to go through the same grueling process as everyone else.
Exactly. Trading is a great equalizer. It doesn't matter if you're a former athlete, a Wall Street veteran, or a college student starting from scratch. Success boils down to hard work, discipline, and a relentless pursuit of improvement.
So it's not about who you are or where you came from. It's about what you do and how you approach the markets. And it seems like Bellafiore really emphasizes that trading is a mental game. In fact, he dedicates a whole chapter to the psychological aspects of trading, focusing on a trader named Iceman.
And Iceman is fascinating because he represents a particular type of trader, the one who thrives on risk, who enjoys pushing boundaries. Bellafiore uses him to illustrate a crucial point. There's no single right way to trade. It's about finding a style that aligns with your personality and your risk appetite.
So Iceman might be comfortable making aggressive, high-risk trades, while someone else might prefer a more conservative approach.
Precisely. And Bellafiore even provides a list of 11 steps to help traders figure out how to increase their trading size, addressing those common psychological roadblocks that can hold us back.
It's like he's giving us a toolkit for managing fear and anxiety, those emotions that can really sabotage our trading decisions.
And he also reminds us that trading should be enjoyable. He shares some lighthearted stories about Iceman's escapades outside of trading, highlighting the importance of finding balance.
Right, like that Valentine's Day fiasco he had. Sounds like he had his hands full, both on and off the trading floor.
And Bellafiore cleverly uses those anecdotes to remind us that even the most dedicated traders are human. We have lives outside the market, and it's essential to find that balance.
Because, let's face it, trading can be incredibly stressful. Having those outlets, those passions outside of the market can help us maintain perspective and avoid burnout. But speaking of maintaining perspective, Bellafiore also talks about the importance of deliberate practice and embracing a growth mindset through the story of G-Man, right?
Absolutely. And what's intriguing about G-Man is that he's already a consistently profitable trader, yet he's still obsessed with improvement. He meticulously reviews his trades, constantly tweaks his playbook, and embraces the idea that there's always more to learn.
He's like that athlete who's at the top of their game, but still shows up for practice every day, ready to work harder than anyone else.
Exactly. And one of the most valuable takeaways from G-Man is the emphasis on detailed trading reviews. He meticulously analyzes every trade wins and losses to identify patterns, understand his mistakes, and refine his strategy.
So it's not just about placing trades and hoping for the best. It's about turning those trades into valuable learning experiences.
Precisely. And Bellafiore suggests that this process of self-reflection is crucial for long-term success in trading. It's about constantly seeking improvement, no matter how experienced you become.
It reminds me of that quote, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle." It sounds like G-Man embodies that philosophy in his approach to trading.
And it's not just about individual growth. G-Man also emphasizes the importance of community and collaboration. He talks about adding value to the traders around him, sharing knowledge, and fostering a supportive environment.
It's like he's creating a rising tide that lifts all boats.
Yeah.
He understands that a collaborative environment can benefit everyone.
Absolutely. And this ties into Bellafiore's own experience. Yeah.
You know, traveling the world, connecting with traders
Right.
from all walks of life.
Yeah.
And he really emphasizes expanding your horizons, seeking those diverse perspectives.
Right. Like trading wisdom can come from
Exactly.
the most unexpected places.
He talks about meeting traders in, Singapore, South Africa, Thailand.
Yeah, it's fascinating how trading can connect people from such
It is.
different cultures and backgrounds.
It is. It is.
But one thing that he observes, which I thought was really interesting,
Yeah.
is how, trading styles differ.
Right.
So he points out that traders in some markets, like South Africa,
Okay.
they might have fewer trading opportunities.
Right.
But they often take this, much more relaxed approach.
He uses the term proper traders to describe them, right? Proper traders.
Yeah.
And so, they're focused on those quality setups
Right.
and not chasing every little,
Every little fluctuation.
in the market. Yeah.
It's a good reminder that there's no need to constantly be in the action.
Right.
Sometimes the best trade is no trade.
Right. Absolutely.
And he really emphasizes, patience, discipline
Right.
as being crucial.
He even quotes Jesse Livermore, right?
Okay, does.
The legendary trader.
Yep.
Who famously said, and I love this quote.
Yeah.
He said, "It never was my thinking that made the big money for me.
Right.
It always was my sitting." Got that? My sitting tight.
Sitting tight.
I mean, such a powerful statement about,
Patience, discipline.
having that conviction in your plan.
Yes.
Waiting for those setups, not getting distracted by the market's noise.
Exactly. And he argues that this patient, selective approach is what leads to scalability in trading.
So are you saying that once I have, a proven strategy?
Yes.
And obviously the discipline to execute it, that's when I can start thinking about increasing my trading size.
He even tells this great story about a hedge fund manager who told a trader looking to increase his size.
Yeah.
He said, trade with more money.
Okay.
Right.
Simple as that.
But that comes with a caveat,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
You got to have the skills, the discipline, the track record.
Right. It's not just like recklessly
Right.
throwing money at the market.
It's about calculated risk.
Right. Backed by your experience, knowledge, plan.
And he says this applies to everything,
Yeah.
mastering those fundamentals, refining your edge, the mental fortitude to handle those ups and downs.
Right. It's like you're building this
Yes.
solid foundation,
Brick by brick.
brick by brick, and then as your skills grow,
Yeah.
you can
Right.
gradually scale.
He's not afraid to admit, though, that it's not always going to be linear.
Right.
He talks about his own struggles,
Yeah.
moments of doubt,
Yeah.
failures even.
Right. He's not claiming to be some
Exactly.
like trading guru with all the answers. Right.
He's relatable in that way.
Yeah. And it makes it more impactful, I think,
It does.
when he is vulnerable and
That's
shares.
acts about facing personal tragedies.
Yeah.
Setbacks, professionally, legal issues.
All right.
Things that tested his resilience.
And it's inspiring to see
Yeah.
how he took those experiences
Yes.
and learned from them.
Became a better trader from them.
And stresses the importance
Yeah.
of a good support system.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Trading can be isolating.
Trading can be very isolating.
Having those people,
Yeah.
family, friends,
Yeah.
mentors, it makes a world of difference.
Absolutely. It's a good reminder that
Yeah,
trading's just one part of life.
it is.
Right. You got
You
to
have that balance.
find balance, take care of your well-being, nurture those relationships.
Now, Bellafiore, he wraps up the playbook
Okay.
by really emphasizing a point
Okay.
that kind of has been present this whole time.
He says, trading is a skill, not a destination.
I love that quote. I mean, it really just sums it up,
It does.
right? This idea that it's a journey
Yes.
of continuous learning, improvement, not
Not an endpoint.
reaching this like arbitrary finish line. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about the process
Embracing the process, finding that joy
and always striving.
and these skills,
Yes.
right? The discipline, the risk management, like the emotional resilience
Yes.
that translates to
This transcends trading.
so much more than just trading. Yeah.
Yes, it does. It does.
So as we wrap up here,
Yeah.
remember those lessons from the playbook, right?
Develop those skills.
Develop your skills,
Yeah.
build your playbook,
Manage your risk.
manage your risk, never stop learning.
And remember,
Yeah.
trading's a journey best done with others.
Yeah. Find those mentors, build that community, because at the end of the day, trading,
It's not just about the money.
it's not just about the money. It's
the-
about
yeah,
the
pursuit of excellence.
pursuit of excellence.
The joy of learning.
Absolutely.
The satisfaction of mastering
Mastering a
a
craft.
very challenging but rewarding craft.
And hey, you never know. You might just end up
Right.
in the next edition of the playbook.
There you go.
All right. So as we wrap up this deep dive on the playbook,
Yes.
curious to hear from you.
Yes.
What resonated most with you from the book?
Yeah.
What are your own personal strengths, weaknesses? How are you going to apply these insights?
Great question.
Keep those in mind
Yes.
as you continue on your trading journey. And until next time, happy trading.
Happy trade.